today's video outside, so I apologize if you hear cars, birds, dogs barking, a toddler screaming from the yard in the background, or a baby crying. Do you want to eat now? But it's warm outside and it's a change of scenery, so it keeps everybody calm. Calm. This might have been a very bad idea. Okay, so we are hungry. Okay. So today I wanted to talk about my choice to pump versus actually like breastfeeding straight from the boob. So there's a few things that led me to my decision to exclusively pump this time. Piper being one of those reasons. So basically when Piper was a baby, I tried to breastfeed. We couldn't make a latch happen, but I wanted to make sure she did get breast milk. So that was my first experience like working towards pumping. And I tried, I think it was a Medela swing pump, which is like a single electric pump. That took forever. So that did not work for me. I don't know if there's anybody else out there that does this, but apparently I'm a weird situation where I exclusively pumped for an entire year with a hand pump. If you don't know what a hand pump is, it was at the beginning of the video, I think. Basically, you do it by hand. There's not a machine that does it. You are the machine. Pretty confident I'm gonna have one beefy right arm in a year. And honestly, what really led into my decision to pump this time again, even though it's a lot of work. I always thought it would be like this magical thing to be able to breastfeed, but really what's important to me was that like both my girls got breast milk. Like that was the big thing for me. And not that I have anything against formula, hair in my mouth. I just really like the benefits of breast milk, so this is not like breast milk versus formula. That is not what this is. Oh yeah, mom skills. Mom skills. So this time around I did try to breastfeed, and we actually got a latch a few times, but she wasn't really like drinking well, and I could have probably sought out more support, but it ended up just being like stressful on her and stressful on me, and it just didn't seem worth it. Like we already had enough going on, especially after the 12 days of labor. So I decided to do the go with what you know method, because when we didn't have like a successful latch right off the bat, I knew that I was going to need to start pumping, that way she did get breast milk right away. Are you doing yoga? Is that downward dog? Oh, look at that pose, girl. I might be able to get her to start doing yoga with me. So like I said, I tried to use an electric pump, and I've heard people say the way to go is to rent like hospital grade pumps. For me, honestly, a hand pump works really well. The single electric ended up taking me like an hour. I was pumping it like for an hour every 2 hours at the beginning with her. 2 hours? 2 hours. Yeah. It's crazy to get like 5 ounces of milk from both sides, which was insane. So I switched to a hand pump. I was able to get like double the milk in half the time with a hand pump. And it's a lot more compact. At least I think so. I cannot express to you how important it is that you drink a lot of water and you eat a ton of food. Yeah, if you thought you were feeding 2 when you were pregnant, you were wrong. You're feeding 2 when you're pumping. I know that if I ever like don't drink enough water, and I try to drink a gallon a day, and if I'm not eating like substantial meals and snacking throughout the day, my supply drops. Oh my gosh. My child is walking through the thickest amount of leaves in our yard right now. So that would be my biggest tip. Whether you're pumping and or breastfeeding. Either or. That's really important for milk supply. I'll tell you that. So, positives and negatives. of exclusively pumping. We'll go positive, negative, positive, negative. Positive, other people can feed your baby. It is not completely reliant on you. Can't handle life right now. So I love that my husband can feed my baby, and I hear a lot of dads that have like the mom's breastfeeding, they wish they could feed the baby. So I'm glad that I'm able to like provide that for him, that he can still feed Paige. And Piper got to feed Paige, which is something I've just never thought about. Like, she's 3, but she got to feed Paige and she was so excited. I'm gonna have to like do a montage of adorable pictures now. Is that not the cutest thing ever? Like, she was so thrilled to feed her. So that was definitely like the icing on the cake, because I was kind of iffy on my decision to pump there for a little bit, and that just completely solidified it. I was so happy. Negative, you have to carry a cooler, ice packs, like extra milk. Like, you have to make sure you're stocked up on milk if you are going to leave the house. That was one of the things I was looking forward to if I did breastfeed, was like get to just stroll out of the house with my boobs and call it a day. Another positive, she can be babysat. Like, we had a date night last night, which was awesome. Thank you, Mom and Grandma, for watching this thing. So yeah, we got to go see Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and we just got to like have a good time. And it was awesome that I didn't have to like take her with me. Hey, be quiet. Take that as a nope. Negative. So I pump at certain times of the day. Basically, I have mine spread out enough because I'm making enough that they're like 5 hours apart, which is nice. Originally, they were like 3 hours apart. So the negative is, if I do leave the house, I have to make sure I have like soap and like towels and all of my like pumping supplies to make sure that like I can pump if I'm out of the house, which sometimes does mean pumping in the bathroom. Like I had to do at Disney the other day in that vlog, which I'm used to because I did it the first time around, but yeah, not fun having to like stand up in a stall and pump for half an hour. I have to make sure I have somebody with me. Like, I can't be out of the house with the 2 girls and pump. It's not a thing. I can't do that. She's gonna pass out if she hasn't already. Oh, that's so nice. Big positive of pumping, I get to choose the schedule I pump on. So like I said, like right now I'm pumping at like 10 a.m. and like 2 to 3 p.m. and then like 8 and then midnight. And I'm pumping at 5 a.m. too, but it makes me so exhausted. So right now at 5 a.m. I have to, like, if I feed her, I have to wake up, feed her, like change her diaper, get her back to sleep, and then pump. I have to wake up at 5 a.m. to basically be awake for like 2 hours. So I'm actually thinking about cutting that one out. So it makes for a less tired me. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have right now on that topic. Yeah. She like didn't even drink any of that. She'd just been like, she's so precious. Totally worth it. Wow. Look how red I'm getting. It's so hot out here, guys. I can't even. I'm gonna have to take the girls in. But yeah, if you have any questions about like what it's like to exclusively pump, let me know in the comments. I mean, I'm willing to help out in any way that I can and share what I know. Thought I was missing out on. Girl, don't walk through the rose bushes then. Go. Mom life. Bye.